So if you haven't seen the videos that I've already done working with him, I'll put a link up here to the top, and you can watch those and see where we came from. When he first came, I could barely get my hands on him. He didn't like things touching him. He really didn't lead very good. And we're about a week in now, and things are improving a lot. And you can see what I've done to get where we are so far. This will be the first time that I've put a halter on him since he's come here. I'm going to get him stepping to the pressure off the halter, and then I'll be picking his front feet and his back feet up with my hands. This will be the first time that I've done that, and you'll see the process how I do that. Now, all along, he's preferred me on his right side and hasn't been as comfortable with me on his left side. And we'll continue to work both. I'm here on the left side so that he gets more comfortable with it. Good boy. Good boy. I've already worked the lariat rope around over his head, so that prepared him for the halter. Now, because of that work, being halter was practically a non-issue. This is the first time that I've put a halter on him since he's been here. Now, what I want to do with the halter, he really doesn't lead very good. The first thing I want to do is I want to get him stepping to me, giving to that pressure off of the halter. I've worked a little bit of that with the lariat rope. We're going to work a little bit of it with the halter. Good boy. Step to me and reward. Another step. Step to me. I have his head turned to the side. It's going to be a little bit of an awkward angle for him. There we go. I'm not going to pull him to me. What I will do is get his head bent a little bit so that it's a little bit of an awkward direction for him. And then ask him to give his head to me. Good boy. To step to me. And that awkward position will go away when he steps. And he also gets petted and gets rewarded for the step. Good boy. I'm going to spend a little bit of extra time on this side, then I'll swap to the other side. I'm going to be picking up his back feet in a little bit, so I want to make sure I rub his back end a lot. Good boy. This is also a movement that I need when I'm picking his feet up. Good boy. Let's go back, let's go to the other side. This movement is what's going to keep me safe when I pick his back feet up. And I'll show you why in a little bit. Good boy. So he's stepping to me with very little pressure on the halter. The preparation that we did is what got us there. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Let's go back to the left. I know the left is not as good as the right, so we work the left first, and then the right, then we come back and work the left again. Step to me, and rub. Good boy. Step to me. Just kind of hold his head in this position. Good boy. Good boy. Step to me again. There we go. Good boy. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and start picking his feet up. I have picked him up, picked the front feet up with the lariat. I have not picked his back feet up at all. What I want to do is make sure he will let me rub my hand down his leg. Now what I'm going to start with, I'm going to put this end of this rope around his neck. I'm going to hold the lead rope, and if he gets scared or anything, I'm going to ask him to bring his head back to me, and then I'll comfort him after that. So I'm going to hold this rope with this hand. I'm going to run my hand down his leg, and all I want him to do is pick it up. Just pick it up. Good boy. Good boy. I don't mind that it took him a couple of seconds. Later, when he understands what I'm asking for, when my hand goes down his leg, he'll shift his weight over to the other foot to prepare to pick this foot up. Give me a foot. Give me a foot. Give me a foot. Good boy. I'll hold it up just a second and then I'll let him have it back. Good boy. Step to me and reward. Step to me. Get you in a little better place. Now let's do this foot over here. Run my hand down his leg. Give me a foot. And reward. Good boy. Good boy. Give me a foot. Give me a foot. I will use my left hand with this lead rope to kind of help him shift his weight around. Right now he has all his weight on this foot, nothing on the other foot. There's not much way he could pick this foot up, and his feet are pretty wide. So what needs to happen is that foot needs to become in a better position so he can put his weight on that foot to lift this foot up. Give me a foot. There we go. Hold it up just a second. I'm not going to hold it up very long. I got him kind of backed in a corner. I know that's not a good position. Give me a foot. Give me a foot. Give me a foot. There we go. Good boy. All right. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to work the back feet. I expect the left to be harder, since generally everything is with him is harder on the left. What I want to do, step to me, give you a little room. I don't want to get him blocked in the corner if I can help it. I want to give him over there as an out. He's a lot more likely to kick me if he doesn't have an out. This will be the first time I've asked him to pick up a back foot, first time anybody's ever asked him to pick up a back foot. Notice how I have the lead rope, it's over his back, kind of so the end isn't dragging on the ground. I still have his head. What I'm wanting here is I want to give him the opportunity to bring his head to me. Rub him a little bit. Rub him a little bit. There we go. There we go. Let him get comfortable with me back here. Now I'm going to run my hand down his leg and rub it for just a little bit before I ask him to pick it up. There we go. Good boy. That's the first time I've run my hand down his leg. I've touched him with the whip and I've touched him with the lariat. I've not run my hand down his leg before. Good boy. Good boy. Step to me. Do it again. I think he's comfortable enough that I could ask him to pick it up, but his feet weren't in a good position where he could put his weight on that back right leg. Let's see if we can get him, if we can help him out a little bit. You always want to help them out so they can be successful. You don't want to trap them so that they can't be successful. A little bit worried. Just going to pet him a minute till he gets still. Remember, this is his worst side. He knows I'm going to run my hand down his leg because I've done it the last few times. That was a situation where he wanted to go forward, but because I had his head, I was able to pull his head to me and keep his back end going away from me. Last thing I want at this point is for him to be able to put his head away and bring his back end to me. His right leg, his back right leg's in a pretty good position to pick this left foot up. I'm going to stay close to him. If we can get him in a good spot again. So I'm going to stay close to him, run my hand down his leg. Let's see if he'll let me pick it up. That back right foot ain't quite in a really good position. There we go. Good boy. That was a good start. Good start. Let's do it again. Oh, we're not leaving. All right, let's do it again. I'm gonna stay up close. He actually has this leg cocked this time. Pick it up, put it down. Good boy. He doesn't want to be bad. He wants to cooperate. He's just a little worried. Do this leg one more time, and then we'll swap over to the other side. The worst thing you can do at this, when you're trying to pick up their back feet for the first time, is to put them in cross ties or tie them in a place. See, he's loading up this foot this time. The worst thing you could do is put them in a position so that they can't move, try to force them to stay still. Then you're taking away their exit. There we go. Let's swap to the other side. You're taking away their exit, and then they're a lot more likely to kick you. See how I was able to just throw that up there? Now I'm swapping hands. I've got this hand on him now, and I'll be running my left hand down his body. I want to be able to stay up close to him. He'll give me his foot. Good boy. Good boy. Wait for him to get still. As for his foot. Good boy. When I go to pick it up, he's walking forward. I'm not really going to worry much about that. I'm just going to hold on to his leg, just to let him know that I'm holding on to it, and then I'll let him have it back. Good boy, that was better. One more time. One more. Good boy. All right, let's go back to the left. Like I said before, I'm not going to take any great cares. I'm going to go to this side. I'm going to throw the rope over his back. Start treating him like a broke horse. If I never treat him like a broke horse, he'll never become a broke horse. Stay right here until he gets still. Let me pick it up, but he was walking off. He didn't really let me hold it. There we go, that was better. Do it again. This is just a matter of repetition, getting his confidence up so that he's comfortable with me doing this. There, that was a better one. Good boy. Give him a little scratch. If you want to see the other videos that I've done with him, I'll put a link up to the top, and I'll also put a link to some other training videos, and we'll keep working him and see where we can get with him. Try to get him good and ground broke. He's a yearling. We're not going to start saddling him or anything like that, but he needs to get ground broke enough so that he can be handled and vetted and have his feet trimmed and that kind of thing. Until next time, thank you for watching.